Why, hello, you amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another first-time reaction video. Alright, so, we checked out the trailers for this on G.O.T Extra. It's been heavily recommended in my comment section. We recently published a freaking poll, a freaking YouTube poll, where I got all of you to vote as well to see what anime series you want me to watch weekly, and I feel like the answer is quite obvious, right? You want me to check out Lord of Mysteries. I am super curious about this anime. I've heard it's very weird, very unusual, but absolutely incredible, has some amazing writing, and every single person has been recommending it since the first episode dropped. So let's find out why. I'm curious to see what you guys are speaking about when you've been heavily recommending this. I'm also curious to see how it does, right? Because I will say, I'm gonna be honest in the opening of this reaction, that I did hear that the poll was kind of posted around a lot of Lord of Mysteries forums, and perhaps a lot of the people who are voting aren't actually going to watch the reaction. So I will see. I'll see how this performs. I'm curious. I'm very curious, because when people were telling me that, I was like, oh, okay, so we'll see how this performs. But either way, I will be blunt. This is one of the most excited anime reactions I've ever recorded on this channel because of its uniqueness. So I'm going to stop talking. It's about time we finally experienced and watched this. Let's find out what the hell the hype is about. Let's jump into my first time. Actually, like, subscribe, Unblood Reactions on Patreon. Let's jump into my first time ever reaction to Lord of Mysteries, Episode 1. People were telling me what platform to watch this on. Everyone was like saying Crunchyroll was quite bad at the beginning, but I heard it just updated the subtitles and they're much better now. So people said it should be fine.
非凡世界，人类通过腐蚀魔药，掌握不同的非凡能力，完成生命层次的晋升。这22条境界之路，从序列9开始，序列数字越低，非凡能力越强。高序列强者可以拥有比肩神明的力量。
So if you're number 1, you're like
进化路径成为
the music's really epic.
神之途径。
People have told me, a lot of people have told me, hey, this is one of those series you need to pay attention. So I'm going to pay attention as much as I possibly can, proper zone in and watch this. This is one of the reasons I wanted to watch this as a YouTube reaction, not Twitch reaction, because Twitch reaction is a bit more casual, YouTube a bit more dialed in. God, that shot looks amazing. Wait, what date was that? What date did that say? 1349, alright. God, the animation is really, really strong. What a brilliant art style, by the way. That entire opening scene was gorgeous. Dark, gritty, looked like a freaking like horror episode of Sherlock Holmes. Beautifully well done. Or it reminds me of like a BBC style show, you know, like the Dracula BBC show. That kind of grittiness. What town was that, by the way? I didn't get a good look. Should I have recognized it from the plane? No, there's no way of knowing where. Okay, first there was a plane, which was very obvious, and now we're back in the 13th century, or is this 12th century? I'm not sure. So some sort of time jump? By the way, the animation is absolutely fucking incredible. Like, absolutely incredible. I already can tell this is going to be like nothing I've ever seen. Did this guy shoot himself then? What the hell happened in this house? Kind of reminds me of like Hellsing Ultima, Monster, any kind of dark animated series I've seen. Like, it's got that energy already, but completely bizarre. Like, no real formula just yet.
队长，死者2名，韦尔奇、纳亚，霍伊大学历史系毕业。从现场的痕迹来看，是自杀，但这里应该经历了一场黑占卜或者非凡献祭。 导致了某种邪恶力量的降临。
这个人是
克莱恩·莫雷蒂，死者的同学，父母皆亡，目前和哥哥妹妹住在一起。
克莱恩·莫雷蒂，北大陆鲁恩阿霍瓦郡廷根市人，历史系刚毕业，精通古夫萨克语和赫密斯文。 5月29日，威尔奇找到我，说是获得了一本古老的笔记。6月20日，我们解读出了第1页的内容。我的女神，这是本第4集的笔记，作者来自一个叫做
安提戈诺斯的家族。
6月21日、22日、25日，安提戈诺斯，黑皇帝，图多王朝。 霍纳奇斯山脉主峰。6月26日，这些奇怪的东西都是真的吗？现在是28日，为什么没有27日的日期
？So right, it feels like. There's gonna be things that I'm gonna just like miss, okay? And I'll just be open when I do. I'm still trying to learn the idea of like the Beyonders, because they said this, but a Beyonder might have been sacrificed here, and then an evil force has sort of descended. So that stuff I'm still a bit like new on. But we'll just talk about Klein for a second. Klein, we saw a person falling out of a plane. Then all of a sudden, that person, I'm gonna presume, is now inside of Klein's mind. This guy just maybe. And maybe that's what the entire house did, and somehow because of that, this person from the future was able to come back in time and possess him, and now they're trying to work out what the hell is going on inside of his mind by reading these documents.
赫密斯文，所有人都会死，包括我。克莱恩为什么要写这样一句话？他遇到了什么？克莱恩。
Younger sister. Did anyone else expect like some sort of monster to come through that door? I literally was waiting for it. I thought the people were dead.
这是干什么？
哦，刚醒，打扫打扫。
神神秘秘的。怎么了？
这个好像又坏掉了。 怎么一股嫌弃又无奈的味道？拔起不该是调整时间吗？
好了。
什么呀？怪智障哥哥的表情。伤口好的差不多了，穿越附带的治疗效果。抵住。
All right, it throws you straight in the deep end, which I like. Already the writing feels very strong here. Transmigration, okay, so I'm presuming this is the person going inside another person's mind. And somehow the wound has healed up as well. Wonder if that'll be addressed later. He said it could just be a side effect of him in this person's body. A direct shot straight through the temple isn't usually a suicide shot. Usually the side of the head. The fact it was down the middle, that's suspicious.
虽然克莱恩残存的记忆七零八落的，缺失了很多重要信息，但可以肯定，和那本古老的笔记脱不了干系。那我的穿越呢？最近一切都很正常啊，就是工作上倒霉了点儿。对了。
Is transmigration normal then? The way he's talking about it was like it's normal. What did he say?
我晚饭前做了个转运仪式。
Oh.
克莱，你要是恍惚就再去睡睡。
啊，没事没事。
那好吧，我去学校了。记得买新面包，只要8磅。天气热太多容易坏掉。 哦，对了，还有羔羊肉和豌豆。你最近找工作辛苦啦，我给你做豌豆炖羔羊肉。
She's so dying, man. She's too nice, too sweet. This lovely, innocent girl just happens to be his sister. All this wish she got. She dead. She dead. She's super dead. That is someone who's very
我今
dead.
天会晚一些，等我回来。
Also, was the opening weird explosion and shit like the future of this? Because that dates in the past, so that like explosions in the future. I don't remember how long though. And that's what that maybe that end of the world shit that he was reading was about as well. It's what we saw in the opening. It's a cool looking gun.
快尝试下转运仪式，看能不能穿回去。希望今天能吃到家里的晚饭。
The animation quality is outstanding.
8磅黑麦面包。
小克莱恩已经毕业了吧？
托您的福，司令太太。
真是个优秀的小伙儿啊！相信你很快就能赚到钱，换个新住所。你们不应该住在现在这样的公寓。至少得有个属于自己的盥洗室。
Looks very British.
您今天真像个年轻又活泼的女士。
Or European in general.
再见，司令太太。
再见，夏克莱恩。
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Iron Cross Street, Tingen City, Lon Kingdom. Alright, well, it's probably that kind of like, what's the word? What's the word? Eldritch? No, there's a word. There's an author who, like, writes, like, gothic sort of stuff, and everyone says it's, like, that kind of era. It looks like that. I don't remember what it's called. Same with those monsters. There's a word for it. The one we saw at the beginning.
太阳看上去差不多呀。要不是红月太过迥异。 这里真的像地球的平行世界。
Does look a lot like London, tons. I don't imagine that's by accident.
对3，对10，对肩，腰前，
斗地主。哦，对，这个世界是有斗地主的，好像是100多年前因蒂斯皇帝。 罗塞尔·古斯塔夫发明的，他还发明了塔罗占卜、蒸汽机，改良了帆船，发扬了过春节的习俗。照小说的套路，罗塞尔大帝还不是穿越者前辈，大吃货国的老乡吧？马戏表演。
先生，今晚7点，期待您的光临。
This series is going to be really interesting to see what people think of it, because it's unforgiving. It really is. It throws you in the deep end. It gives you tons of information straight away. It's going to be one of these ones that's going to take a little while to like sit, but that's nothing that I'm not a fan of. I like series like this. And if I was watching my own, like, I would enjoy this kind of series. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So imagine I'm not even recording reaction. I'm just watching this on my own, and I'm going to take it all in. Because already the world setting and the idea of this opening and this character being, like, taken back in time and these rituals and these and like this look of, like, an apocalypse in the future, you know? Like, I'm already massively intrigued. And I feel like everything about it is top quality. From the animation to the voice acting. It feels like a project of love, a labor of love. It feels incredibly well made. He seems to have a massive understanding of this time period for someone who's just fallen in it, though. Like, even the people. But he did say the guy's memories are scattered, so I'm guessing maybe he can use the guy's memories as well as his own memories? That makes sense. Look at the quality of animation just on that eye movement. Brilliantly well done. I saw that guy and immediately backed away. So are they working together? Are they enemies? She's got some freaky looking hands. On Earth.
当然，让我们开始。等等，我再确认一下。那解毒呢？也免费？也免费。免费的东西才是最贵的。你要占卜什么？过去、现在和未来。那请你再洗一次牌。
So it definitely feels like in this universe, it's like totally fucking different to ours. So people seem to be quite comfortable with the idea of transmigration, or this guy at least, maybe he's working alongside of it, because he talked about like Earth and then like kind of presuming this is like a different dimensional planet, because he's basically saying like there's so many similarities, card games and this sort of stuff, and that this emperor sort of did. So did someone else travel here, and is that common knowledge from where he's from, and like deliver all this new information? Because he seems to be very knowledgeable of this, and curious about it too.
这张象征过去，这张象征现在，这张象征未来。好了，免费先生。
Mr. Free。
你想先看哪张牌？ 现在，
I would always say you should start with the past or the present so you can get an idea of whether or not it's accurate, you know, because those two are the only things you have some kind of idea about. The Fool.
What? 你怎么又在假扮我？你要记住，你只是一个驯兽师。
这可真是的，不想做占卜家的驯兽师不是好小丑。
快去看好你那些狒狒，别再让我逮到你。先生，我的占卜其实……
She said they've been quite accurate, and we don't get to see the past or the future. Annoyingly so, especially after she says it's been quite accurate. I trust her. I got no reason not to trust her, even though she seems untrustworthy. He's been followed around by a couple of people as well. So, but what is going on? Who are these people following around? Are they good? Are they bad? Have I got to read this? The eternal blazing sun, the lord of storms, the god of wisdom and knowledge, the ever-night goddess, the earth mother, the god of combat, the god of steam. Bit weird, what, the fucking Mad Max universe? And machinery are seen as 7 orthodox gods. Okay, recognized by the various countries across the North continent during the 5th epoch, or epoch. Their forms are not known as they are represented by symbols, okay. Okay.
穿越仪式也好，穿越仪式也罢，拜托，让我顺利回家。所在地区的4份主石放4个角落，站房间中央，用4步逆时针走出一个正方形。复生玄黄仙尊。 复生玄黄天君，复生玄黄上帝，复生玄黄天尊。
Not yet, it seems, buddy. You still got to stay here for a little bit. Makes you more curious about that future card, doesn't it? Especially when we saw a big boom and this guy being stuck here. Is he ever going to get home? Makes you wonder. Also, he has a bunk bed in his own room, which is weird. Did it work? Gosh, this series is fucking gorgeous. I hope the quality stays this good the whole way through. This is amazingly well animated. Blue and red pill? It's in a Matrix, dude. I'd see Morpheus. Oh, the OST as well. Listen to that soundtrack. Very gothic. What the fuck is going on? My immediate guess is somehow he is linked over time or period or land or whatever. He is somehow linked to the other two people we've just seen. Because they seem to be both getting sucked into whatever this is as well, right? So that is my immediate prediction here. But what actually this place is, what is going on, that I have no idea. I'm really trying here as well. Guy looks good. Good looking dude. Who are these three to each other then? The soundtrack is so good, man. It's so good.
如传说中的演出法随，物质巨献，难不成 这秽物是能为我所用的光。
Wait, he controls this place?
果然。
阁下，请问。
He seemed to have adapted incredibly quickly to the idea of being this divine being in this place, being able to control it all, by the way. Like, he was just like, fuck it, look at this, woohoo, make smoke over here, make smoke over there, woohoo, I have powers now, I guess I'm just gonna roll with it. But he also seems incredibly understanding of everything that's actually going on. So, either it is his job, or he has, like, an extreme knowledge about it, or it's very common wherever he comes from.
这是什么地方？您是谁？
我。 是周明瑞，还是克莱恩
？Bro's giving off that Jinwoo kind of energy.
愚者。 愚者先生，您想做什么？一个尝试。
What the fuck is this？
愚者先生，尝试结束了吗？可以让我们回去了吗？
当然，如果你正式提出，我现在就能让你回去。
声音听起来是位天真的少女，而另一位。 沉稳、戒备、深浅未知，
这是一次奇妙的体验。我一直期待着类似神秘、超越自然的奇迹。愚者先生，我该怎样做才能成为非凡者？
非凡者，听都没听过。
So you're telling me this guy? Hold on one second. So this guy was sucked to whatever the fuck this place is, immediately has adapted to it, has now got 2 subordinates who he's just like, ah, shit, call me you the fool, I'm in charge here. And he's just totally, like, cool with all of this? He must be, like, completely unusual. Like, there's no way any normal person would just, like, be like, shit, alright, I'm just gonna roll with the punches, right? There's gotta be something unique to him. It's all super weird. He's adapted so quickly.
这个问题，这位先生能给予你完美的答案。
It's interesting how they did that with the
对面的女
headphones.
士听口音是鲁恩贵族，而我远在苏尼亚海，相隔万里。愚者是怎么办到的？你是鲁恩人吧？想成为非凡者，就加入黑夜女神、风暴之主或者其他组织。虽然绝大多数人一生都见不到非凡，但非凡者确实存在。 依旧在对抗着黑暗里生长的危险。
可我不想失去自由。
那你就去找王室，或者找那几位千年贵族。
没有别的办法了吗？
我手上其实有2份序列酒的魔药配方。
真的？
序列酒
是哪2份？
一份叫水手，另一份叫做观众。你能得到敏锐的观察力。
听起来像不同属性的超能力。序列9是能力等级，这片秽物，还有我的穿越，是。
Okay, so my main confusion right now is how everyone seems so understanding and just going along with all of this. They're asking questions about wanting to be a Beyonder straight away. And this noble lady seems to like the idea of being a Beyonder, and Beyonders are pretty much superheroes fighting the forces of evil, right? They mentioned at the beginning, there's 22 of them or something. The lower the number, the stronger they are, right? And this potion can give you extra abilities, but I swear they mentioned something like this earlier as well. God, it really doesn't hold your hand, does it?
我与这位先生已达成交易，请允许我冒昧恳求，您可以做我们交易的见证吗？
一件小事。
Why is he talking all
那您
seriously
介意
like
多
as
几
well?
次这样的聚会吗？
聚会。
愚者先生，您拥有我们无法想象的伟力，但对面那位出身高贵的小姐，与我，也许在未来某些时候，能帮您完成一些您不方便出面的小事。
频繁的聚会容易暴露我的秘密。
I thought this guy was literally just a dude working at a computer desk, and he's just like he's adjusted to the whatever life, this is pretty quickly.
但多接触神秘领域，就多一份回家的希望。要战胜因未知导致的害怕。
聚会吗？每个周一下午3点，尽量独处。你们继续。
那我们也该给自己取个称号吧。
They're just random
毕竟
people.
不能用真实姓名交流。
好主意。
既然愚者先生来自塔罗牌，决定了，我的称号是正义。
倒吊人。
Hang the man.
精力好像不足以维持。
Tarot Club, okay.
听说一开始罗塞尔大帝制作的其实是另一个塔罗牌。
是的，据说罗塞尔大帝看过亵渎神，佩服吧。
讨论到这儿都是不是
好了。
22 paths of the divine. Is that what was mentioned at the beginning? The number 22 was brought up. I thought that was 22 beyonders. Okay, it's gonna take a while. I'll do my best.
遵从您的意志。
This guy seems suspicious of him
遵从
already.
您的意志。
So these two random people were summoned by a random guy, and all this is completely random. And they all adjust immediately.
谁？
警察。
来了。督察起。抱歉，刚在午睡。
又见面了。
你是市政广场跟踪我那个？
跟踪？有趣的措辞。为什么不能是保护呢？阿霍瓦郡警察部，伦纳德·米切尔。
Why would he immediately presume you were protecting him? That seems like the correct words. If I was walking through the street and I saw someone like behind me, and I turned left and they turned left, and I turned right and they turned right, and they just kept like, you know, they were behind me, my immediate thought would not be they must be protecting me.
你怎么随便？
不用紧张，莫雷蒂先生。我们只是惯例询问。
Damn, that guy's got some pretty eyes. Look at that guy.
警官
Did that fish just jump straight?
纳亚和
That
威尔
was
奇
weird.
真的是自杀吗？
从现场痕迹看，是的。
Oh, I thought this was the same house. It isn't.
什么奇怪的东西？
你
还有这句 "Umarie musedit ajesa"，又是什么意思？
What are the odds that he'd read that one of all, that passage as well?
不知道，我真的记不清了，尤其是最近的事。
That's not a good thing
有
for
证
a
据证
police
实
officer
20
to
昔
hear.
日，你去过麦格文先生的住所。
果然去过。
And you have no memory.
说出来你可能不相信，我全靠自己的日记才能勉强猜到。
麦格文先生丢失了一把左轮手枪，我想，应该能在这里找到他，对吧，莫雷蒂先生？
在那边的炉子里。
没什么想要补充的吗？
有。昨天我半夜醒来，发现自己趴在书桌上，看起来像是经历了一场失败的自杀。在那之后，我开始失去了一些记忆。
心理素质不错。
你应该能听得出我的诚恳。
He immediately is telling them everything. So my guess from this information is that this world, this sort of stuff is common or common enough to have some sort of knowledge about, even in the police force. So for me, as watching this, I'm thinking this is all crazy and the police should be like, this guy's nuts. But this world is different. So things like this may be more regular.
确实符合我推测的发展。不过，我相信没用。你必须通过专家的通灵确认，他应该能帮助你回想起遗失的部分。
通灵专家是要弄出我地球的记忆。
你很幸运，我们很高兴的看到你还活着。毕竟一般来说，遭遇这种事情， 当事人全部死掉才是常态。
There's more to these police investigators than they're letting on as well, I would hazard a guess. Feels like a video game style of world, really.
怎么了，莫雷蒂先生？
万一他们发现我是穿越者，
站住！小混蛋，天天来偷！站住！拦住他！
放开我！
总算抓到你了。
让他把拿你的东西还你就是了。
放开我，不然我诅咒你！
机会。
放开！
Oh, he was supposed to be going with them to see this psychic mind-opening person. And obviously he doesn't want to do that because he doesn't want them to find out about him being a transmigrator or whatever, which I'm guessing is bad. Huh?
空静止。有非凡者。去城外码头。
好的。
He said it's a Beyonder, as if a Beyonder was after him. Maybe one of those two guys? And Beyonders, what, have the powers to completely shapeshift and move a city like that? Like fucking Inception style? By the way, once again, I've said it before, the animation quality is insane! That scene was gorgeous! The animation is insane! The quality of this series is mind-blowing.
也没有异常，请在前面停一下。
Well, this seems bad. Maybe it wasn't a coincidence that he ended up in here. Oh. What is going on, man? Alright, I've got a theory. He didn't fall asleep. They've caught him. That's the police officer guy. Maybe he's a Beyonder. And right now, I reckon he's being, like, he's part of this memory get back thing that the psychic was supposed to do. I reckon that's what's going on right now. They're inside his mind.
重新认识一下，职业者，邓恩·史密斯。
刚才是他在操纵梦境，他是非凡者。
Oh, maybe not.
莫雷蒂先生，在黑夜里，我们远比你想象的还要强大。
我们。
不用紧张，我会给你足够的温柔和润滑，让你一点点放开自己。
Maybe so.
他只是想让你平静下来。他喜欢尸体更胜过男人。
All right, maybe I was right. This is one of the trippiest damn series I've ever seen, man.
妈，爸，
克莱。
Absolutely one of the hardest to follow series I've ever watched, I would say.
爸，
克莱，表层的记忆能被抹去。
God, the art style is just outstanding, isn't it?
肯定有着他残存的投射。
So this is the girl manipulating his mind, right? This is their psychic person.
他并没有发现。照他所说，这里是我的心灵世界，他却没能洞穿我的秘密。难道是因为这些秽物？
克莱恩，
If he's thinking this, can she not
你
like
把安
hear
提
his
克鲁斯
thoughts?
家族笔记带去哪里了？
笔记不见了，我不知道。
6月27日，在维尔奇家发生了什么？
维尔奇，那呀，我不知道。
他们死的时候，你到底在做什么？
This is just gorgeous.
通过了。
目前有3点可以确认：他开枪自杀过，他确实还活着。至于他失去的那部分记忆，如同维尔奇和纳亚的灵一样，没有留下任何痕迹。影响他的力量让人畏惧。我从来没有遇到过如。
You might hear some random background noise. I feel like someone is trying to cut through that to hell. Let me close my window actually, because I don't know what the hell this is about, man. Ridiculous. Anyway, that was well messed up, man. This would be really good as like a police force, though. Imagine you can actually do this to people. Just like read their mind. Did you commit the crime? Zap. Yep. Guilty.
你的危险并没有解除。
那
我们不是你的保姆，不能一直保护你。或者，你想加入我们？ 成为一位非凡者吧。
So they're Beyonders. And he can become a Beyonder? Alright, so they're Beyonders and he can become a Beyonder. Okay, is there an after credit scene or is this just the ending? I think it's just the ending song. Alright, okay. Lord of Mysteries Episode 1. Now, there might be a random cut at some point earlier on because I had to go sort out something on the phone. So if there's a random cut when I was halfway talking, because I feel there'll probably be a random cut after I was talking about this anime being like quite hard to understand. Probably be a random cut then. And I do feel like that. I feel like this is probably one of the most intense and hard to follow first episodes of a series I've watched. And I don't mean that in a bad way. That's not a negative for me. It will take some time to properly click and get used to it, but I imagine once you understand, it's going to flow a lot nicer, right? Like, it's once I'm a few more episodes in, once I understand a bit more about this world, but it really feels incredibly unforgiving. It throws you straight in. It just throws you straight in. It's like, here you go. It feels like I'm watching, like, season 3, not season 1. And I honestly feel like, if anything, that's a good thing. It's too bloody formulaic these days when it comes to TV or anime, you know? It's too much like hold your hand, tell you everything. And this definitely has some of those tropes as well with like Klein and his like mind and what he's thinking. Because anime really loves just like painting a picture out loud, you know? You'd be like, I'm picking up this water bottle. I'm looking at this water bottle. Oh yeah, there's water in this water bottle. I'm putting the water bottle back. And it's like, you don't need that dialogue. Just remove it. Look. Same. Right? Same. It doesn't need that dialogue. And it will oversaturate its like scenes with that dialogue. And I actually feel like this is kind of refreshing having something a bit more vague. The only issue with this is it really wants you to just know. And I feel like as long as you pay attention, taking the information, you'll know. It's just going to take some time. Especially for someone like me, it's going to take some time. That being said, I am incredibly curious about this world. The world building looks outstanding. The story feels very intriguing. I really want to learn more. Like, I want to be at a point where I'm watching this series and I know what's going on and I know everything. I know what all the different things are. I'm looking forward to getting to that point. The art style, freaking cinematography, animation, it's just unparamountted. I don't know the last time I watched an anime that had this level of just beauty to it. It is terrifyingly gorgeous. It has that Eldritch style horror, that freaking what's the word? What's the word? There is a word. I keep forgetting the damn word. There's a Lovecraftian. Very Lovecraftian. We saw the weird monsters. The end of the world is on its way. Like, it does latch you in straight away with its story. But yeah, the animation is just gorgeous. Every scene looks so well done. It looks like they've put so much attention to every strand of detail on this. The soundtrack is outstanding. It is beyond high quality. And that alone is enough to attach me immediately after episode 1. I've just got to learn a little bit more. Now, if people want more, if people want weekly reactions, if this episode does well, and it turns out that the poll wasn't rigged, then that's what we'll do. All right? Then I will happily watch this weekly, because I want to. And I wanted to since I saw the trailer. The only reason I didn't when it came out was because the time releases are really awkward. I don't usually catch series unless they're released at like a better time for me. But I will make the exception for Lord of Mysteries if you guys want to watch it with me. Otherwise, I'll just wait till it's out, or I'll watch it in my own time. Because I really want to see this series. I'm a huge fan of horror, and I feel like this is going to have that Bram Stoker's-esque style horror elements to it, with a sort of Sherlock Holmes feel. This sounds like it could be pretty flawless. And from the first episode, I've already got incredibly high hopes. So yeah, I guess that's where I'm going to end this reaction. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and watch the video. Those are the stats I'm going to be looking at. How many people have subscribed, because then I know how many people are going to come back for the next episodes. How many people liked, commented, support this video. And yeah, expect episode 2 any day now, I guess. Have an awesome week, an amazing weekend. And as always, my friends, you will see me in the next video.